Hello everyone, and welcome to a world record attempt. So I thought I'd give Brands Hatch a go then. There's a bit of buzz around at the moment into the barriers, of course, doing his thing you've probably already seen. Trying to get under, I think 58 seconds he's got under, so we'll see if we can go faster than him, hopefully we can. And I've got the world record set as a ghost, so we'll see how we get on. Completely standard setup I'll be using, and we'll see if we can get anywhere near it. Of course, live commentated as well, so standard setup. I will just make sure my wheel is set up correctly. Which it wasn't, so good job I did check. And there we go. And now we can crack on. So, world record is a 56.8, I believe. Get out of that cockpit camera straight away. And straight away, pretty good final corner, actually, not a bad start. But yes, the official world record is about 10 seconds quicker than the next nearest guy, so that's obviously not quite right. Too deep in there, way too deep in there, need to fix that next time. I'm going to save the curves as well, as there's my PB in front of me there. It's already a 58.2, not bad, but of course the leaderboard's got reset, so that isn't actually on the leaderboards. If I can just beat that, I should be pretty happy. On throttle very early there, but still didn't get down quite. Could have got it down a bit earlier than that. 7/10 back on my PB. And this corner is absolutely flat, I believe. It is indeed easily flat. And I believe this corner is even flat, and I can never get that corner right, can I? That's one of my nightmare corners. Very wide. And that corner particularly is my worst corner in this track, so we'll see. It's not a track, oh, massive corner cut. It's not a track I've traditionally got on well with. So we'll see if I can get anywhere near the world record time. On the guys very early there. Try and build as much speed down this start-finish straight. So obviously, like I said, completely standard setup, which the world record isn't using. And a little bit wide off the track a little bit, but we'll live with it. And we were ahead briefly there. I think we are still ahead actually of the world record, just about. Bit of oversteer on the exit, but we are ahead, quite a bit ahead of my PB. A little bit wide there, wasn't great. Could do better than that for sure, but I'm 2 tenths on my previous. A little bit up on the world record, probably about to lose that down this straight, which we do indeed. It's okay, we're still up on the previous best. Bit wide there, but going to keep on the track. Look how much he's gaining on me, the guy ahead. That's a better corner, wasn't it? And again, better corner, but we can still take more speed through that. And corner cut there, unfortunately. We're not far ahead of my PB. We can definitely beat this time anyway, so I'm not too worried. Getting on the curves very early there. Taking lots of speed, so we've already beaten my PB, which is good. Plus into the 57s. And that was a pretty awful corner, wasn't it? Pushed almost into the barrier, to be fair. Very, very wide. We'll still carry on with this lap, see if we can improve. Well, we won't be able to improve our time, but see if we can improve the way we do the lap. Is what I mean. So it's already a pretty good lap into the 57s. Wasn't a very clean lap though, was it though? That's too much speed through there. Just trying new things around this lap since it's not going to count anyway. So this next corner is absolutely flat, I know that. Easily flat. This next one isn't quite flat, I don't believe. That was a horrible line through there. I think it might be able to be flat if you get an amazing line through there. Turned in way too early there. I can't really decide. I think that's a 50 corner around there. It's quite difficult to figure out this track. So I'm a whole second off then the world record at the moment. To be honest, I'm probably going to be able to beat the world record purely because it's so fast in a straight line. Maybe running more on rings, I suspect. And a little bit deep there off the track. And a pretty good exit there. Got it slowed down quite nicely. We're actually up on both the world record and myself. I don't want to be on that curve. It's going to push me wide. I was up there. Not by a lot, but by a little bit. So I was actually a tenth and a half up on the previous world record. Well, on the world record. But yeah, like I said, just look how much you can see ahead, how much he's pulling away from me when on through these full throttle corners. And I might try that full throttle next time. Too wide there. On the grass and cut the corner. So I'm getting there, aren't I? It's getting faster. Seems to flow a bit better. And on the curves very early again. We'll run to the line. Here we go. Start of another lap. Bit wide there, and that's going to push me off the track and cost me another lap. The first corner is very, very tricky indeed. Tries to get on the throttle a bit early there on the exit. And yeah, pretty sure the world record's got lower wings than me. That was a pretty horrific line through there. I need to keep it a bit tighter next time. I could basically do that line, but just keep it a bit tighter, that'd be good. So I'm half a second off my previous. Better line through there, held it a bit tighter. We'll try full throttle around here. I did ease off a little bit on the apex, but almost managed it. Too wide there. Much better corner through there though, bit wide on the exit, and I'm actually caught up with my previous best there. And corner cut just to finish the lap off by an accident. Oh well. And actually, I've gained time on my previous best through that sector by a couple of tenths, so definitely improvement to be had there. Bit too deep there, it wasn't a great corner. Braking very late, just don't manage to get slowed down. Pretty good exit, I think. Still not quite up my previous best, all we are now, just about. And again, horrible line through there, really. I'm going to lose time down this straight now to both of them. There we go. Didn't get a good exit at all. Look how much time I'm losing there. Quite a considerable amount. And again, we're going to ease off a little bit on the apex. Ease off too much, really. Ease off a little bit less than that next time. And too wide there. Oh, got on the throttle way too early. Pushed me right out wide. And again, got on the too much on the inside there. Going to improve the lap only by a tiny bit. Can definitely improve by a good another few tenths. It's actually identical lap time. Too wide there. Braked and turned in a little bit late. Didn't expect that identical lap time. Locked me inside wheel there, pushing me a little bit wide. Lots of on the exit. Didn't really care. So come on then. We'll do another 2 laps, say. Very early, that's a bit of a better line for there. Ran a bit wide in the exit, but it was more through choice. I could have kept it tight if I tried. So full throttle first corner then, easily full throttle. Second corner, little lift on the apex. Too much of a lift again, but actually was on a great line through there at all. Tap on the brakes and swing it in for this corner, nail it throttle again. That's a better line through there. Oh, turning too early there, cut the corner out. I'm going to extend as well for good measure. Definitely a bit more of a brake for that one. Oh, and way too wide there on that corner. Pretty horrible. We've got lots of curves to hopefully compensate a little bit. And a little bit deep there. Going to push me off a little bit, but not far. Locked into a little bit there. Pushes me a tiny bit wide. Got a pretty good exit. Not a great one though. Could have been better for sure. Oh, didn't want to be on that curb. Pushed me a little bit wide, but I got away with it, I think. I think I'm a bit faster down here than I was on my previous best. Not by a lot. Look how much she's pulling away from me there. By having lower wings helps a lot. Come on the head now, though. I can do this. Oh, turned in too late. Horrible, horrible line. It was not great. I don't know if I cut the corner or not. It's pretty close to it. Try not to cut or extend now. These laps are starting to get a bit quicker. And that was on the edge of a cut at least, if I did cut. And this is going to be a marginal improvement again. 400s more or less. Oh, wow. That is what you call a corner cut. We'll do one more lap after this. And definitely not going to be getting anywhere near the world record with this standard setup. Let me know what you think. I might do start to do setup videos, but I don't really want to be spending, you know, an hour on the video just trying to do setup, or even an hour beforehand, trying to get a setup ready for the video. I like to show you all of my practice like I have done here, right from not having to go on the track really beforehand, other than what I've, races I've done and whatnot, right through to hopefully being pretty quick. There's definitely no real chance of beating this. Definitely no real chance of beating the world record with this setup, but that's okay. I'm quite happy to take the honours of having a fastest not setup lap. Should be a different leaderboard for that, shouldn't there, really? That'd be good. On throttle very, very early through there. That was a pretty sweet corner. There's very good speed onto this straight now. Oh, horrific. Alright, we'll have one more lap. One more lap. I just want to nail that first corner. Pretty good exit there. But I'm not going to count anyway, but we'll see if we can hold on to my personal best. throttle very early. See, that guy definitely got a better exit than me, but mainly his wings. It's about now he starts to pull away because he's probably running lower wings. I might be wrong, but it seems like it. Oh, turning too late. It's really hard that corner because it's blind mostly. Oh, that was pretty horrible. Got on the grass in the entry. Too wide, I think. Oh no, got away with it. Right, come on then. We'll have one. This will be the last lap regardless. We'll crack on even if we cut the corners. We'll still complete the lap. Hopefully it'll be a clean one though, and we can improve our time. That was pretty sweet. Going to be wide there to ease our throttle quite a bit through the corner. Oh, a bit deep there. Lots of curves in the exit here. I think I'm just behind my personal best. Bit of curves there when we still go around the corner. That's allowed me to get a pretty good exit. Wasn't great. Should have gotten throttle a bit earlier, but I'm ahead of my previous best. That's good. See if we can actually finally nail this next corner. Use our throttle probably a bit too much, but I still have my previous best. Turned in too early, I had to correct it. This is looking like a pretty good lap. Quite a bit up my previous best. Come on, one more corner to go. Too wide, but going to get away with it and improve our time. And that's pretty much the best I can do. I could probably get a low 57 with a standard setup, but 57.5, I'm pretty happy with that with a completely standard setup. And let's exit now and have a look at where that puts me in the leaderboards. So there we go. First sector was actually faster than what is the world record. Middle sector is where I'm losing it all at 4/10 down middle sector, and a little bit more in the final sector, or another 4/10 actually in the final sector. So I'm losing it in the second and third sectors. High speed stuff. So let's have a look then. Brands Hatch. So 9th place in the world, not bad. There we go. No one else. Let's just double check that. Oh, the top guy's using the standard setup, but look, he's on a 46.5, so 10 seconds quicker than everyone else. That's clearly a cheating lap, so we'll get rid of that one. There we go. That's the real leaderboard. So I am the top guy that's not cheating, that's using a completely standard setup. And I could probably get up to maybe 5th. Could probably beat this guy. What would be effectively 4th with the cheater removed. But yeah, definitely can't beat the world record anyway. Not bad at that though, like I say, 57.5. So I'm pretty happy with that. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.